Hello and good evening, my beautiful souls, my beautiful golden by defaults. How are you tonight, my beautiful souls, my beautiful golden by defaults? How are you? And how was your day today, my beautiful soul, my beautiful souls, my beautiful by defaults? Did you destroy those souls that were interfering or trying to interfere into your life? Ja, you were flashing bezdushname, souls sama. Bezdushname, souls sama. Wherever you are, whatever you do, flush the soul as sama with the spirit of thought by default. My beautiful friends, you have all the power within you. Use it, my beautiful friends, the power of your thoughts, the power of your intention, the power of your soul. All the power is within your soul, that's doing that, expressing that power, and of course, and wisdom and knowledge through your physical form, through your words. Of course, the power of the thoughts coming only when it comes from the heart and soul. But when it's coming from the soul, they are powerless. So it means, my beautiful friends, always think from the heart and soul. If you notice negative thoughts or words or emotions, just say it off. Flashcam soul is with the spirit of thought by default. So we are not accepting them. We are accepting only mind and aspects of our light with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, it's time to wipe out all those souls from within and without on a global universal level, every time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body form. And of course, my beautiful friends, I'm sending you my love and light blessings from my heart and soul with the spirit of thought by default. Enjoy it, my beautiful friends. Open up your heart and soul, and of course, let that energy work through you, help you, support you, and of course, let that energy shine through you, so you will be always at the right place on the right time, and you will be flashing soulless summer wherever you are, in whatever form they are. Mine and Aspia Kushava light is going to lead you every step of the way. Just open up your heart and soul and follow your intuition. But of course, just if you're getting the thoughts or words, anything, if you are not sure, and you just ask, is that by default? So of course you cannot get it wrong, because Mine and Aspia Kushava light always is gonna lead you into the right direction, and of course you always will be where you need to be, where to shine all the way through. And of course, that's what we are creating right now. We're creating a new future for all of us to shine all the way through, and to always be at the right place and the right time with the spirit of thought by default. So my beautiful friends, as you know, and that we are destroying on the pyramids of those souls, some has fallen down completely. It's been destroyed completely. Now we are just, it's collapsed, it's been destroyed. Now we are removing all the parts of those pyramids, or the pyramids, all the pyramids. We're removing now, destroying all the parts. It's collapsed completely. Now we are destroying all the parts of that pyramid, wherever time, whatever form, that whether they're in the heaven, into throughout entire existence, or it's or they are into the on this planet, whatever time, whatever form they are throughout entire existence, and in code in infinite with the spirit of thought. We are wiping out all those parts of the pyramids that just collapse completely, and we are destroying them forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, in the name of Mine and Aspia Kushava light with the spirit of thought by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is Mine and Aspia Kushava light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command with the spirit of thought, without mercy by default, to wipe out all those soulless sama, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of Mine and Aspia Kushava light with the spirit of thought. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So my beautiful friends, I'm working all the day, all night. Flash comes soulless. I'm destroying those soulless. Even now, when I'm talking to you, action is all the time going on 24. I've told you my birds are singing, actually, that's mine announcement, Kushava Light, they're destroying those souls, some from within and without, on a global and universal level. So we are destroying all those souls, some now that we're the part of that pyramid in whatever form they are, that we're participating in all those dark rituals, all those dark projects, or anything that we're doing that is less than mine announcement, Kushava Light, against the humanity. We are now wiping them out from within and without on a global universal level, whatever form they are. They have no power anymore. But now we are taking over the energy that they were stealing from us, and of course, and destroying those souls. So now it's been, yesterday I wanted to be quietly and peacefully, but those souls, you know that the evil cannot be, with evil cannot go, do quietly, because they wanted more karmas. I wanted them to go with the less karmas, but they want more karmas. So of course I multiply them the karmas. I set up all the laws, rules, regulations, so by default to multiply them the karmas, pain, and suffering 24 by every second, every atom and electron of the energy, every thought, every word that we say, that we think, everything that we do, hear, see, and all the projections, everything they project within us, directly or indirectly, in every form, and coordinate with the speed of thought by default, by every heartbeat, by every breath that we take, with this, and every step that we make, in the name of mind and aspirational life, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now we are destroying all those souls, some wherever they are, in whatever form they are, wiping them out, while taking the energy, and of course, creating a better future for all of us, creating the safe environment, and of course safety and security, and of course unity and joy, peace and bliss for all of us, while destroying those souls from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. It's all. I'm sorry. So in the name of mind and aspect of light for the speed of thought by default. I'm activating ultra. We are activating ultra ultimatum all in one. 24 HEARTH with the speed of thought by default. All the karmas, pain, suffering, and destructions, and all the eternal destructions, eternal hell, to all those soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless so-called creators or judges, soulless Sophie and Tristenko, soulless Mirianas and observers, soulless Susie and Hitler, soulless Tiggy and Tigika, soulless Amrita Babaji Mira Guruji Matrashi, Tatata Hitler, Apmetatan, Saint Ramchalovich, soulless so-called Divine Mothers, so fathers, so avatars, so gurus, so teachers, so healers, so spiritual teachers, so healers, so they don't have a spirit. Soulless, all those soulless Illuminati, Satanists, globalists, and Masons, and Cabal, and all those deep state, and fallen angels, and demons, and it doesn't matter under which name all those souls, some are known or hidden, or known or masked, under which mask they were hiding. We are wiping them out with the speed of thought from within and without. And of course, we are activating all the pain, suffering, all the destructions, and all the karmas, and ultimatum all in one, the soup of all the karmas, pain, and suffering forever and ever, for eternity, from all living beings since the beginning of creation up until now, that ever projected will try to project or teach and everyone and everything with the speed of thought by default. And of course, we are compressing them, all of that, into the every atom and electron of their being with the speed of thought by default, by the laws, rules, regulations of by default. We multiply, add up, compress, and of course activate all of that by the laws, rules, regulations of by default with the speed of thought by default. And we are multiply all of that by every atom and electron of their being, but that ever existed, that existing, all those soulless Amma that ever projected any kind of justice and negativity, anything and everything is less than one and aspect of light towards each and everyone else and everything with the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out all those soulless Amma wherever they are, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought by by default. And in the name of mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. We are active, we are freezing all those souls, putting them into the sleep with the speed of thought by default, which means with the speed of thought by default, putting them into the sleep, all those souls, taking over all the energy and all the power with the speed of thought by default, freezing all the technology and all the weapon that I have with any kind of darkness and with the speed of thought by default, taking it over, destroying completely with the speed of thought, together with all those souls in every form with the speed of thought by default. Ito, and in the name of man and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default, we are shutting down the cameras of all those souls and all the senses with the speed of thought by default. We are breaking them into the atoms and electrons, all those souls by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, returning, compressing the pain, suffering, and sending them straight into the hell or the desert planet. By the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, with the speed of thought by default, we are completely wiping out all their memories and shutting down all the senses and all the communications, cut off from all those, for all those souls, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought by default, destroying all those souls, from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, while activating our full power back, taking our full power back, healing, rejuvenating, and enlightening ourselves within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. So I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And all those souls, we are sending them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. All souls, burning in hell, burning in hell, burning in hell, forever and ever for eternity. All souls, go to hell, go to hell. Go to hell, all souls, go to hell, forever and ever, for eternity. All souls, burning in hell, are gonna burn forever and ever, for eternity, into hell that we created for them. With the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We're destroying all those souls, into atoms and electrons, and then send them straight into the hell to burn for eternity. We're using all the technology and all the resources available with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We're destroying all those souls, wherever time, whatever form they are with the speed of thought by default. And we multiply all of that by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, over and over again, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And in the name of mind and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, we activating all the ultimatum all in one, the soup of blessings, an eternal life, eternal peace, great health, vitality, joy, and bliss of wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, youth, beauty, abundance, and prosperity, and of course, freedom and enlightenment, and all the gifts that man and our spiritual light has given to each and every one of us freely with the speed of thought by default. And in the name of man and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, we are activating all those gifts to each and every one of us and everything to ourselves, in unity between us and our soulmates and our families and friends and each and every one of this man and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. We're enlightening, healing ourselves, our body, rejuvenating, healing, and filling up with mind and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, while destroying all those souls, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought by default, from within and without, on a global universal level, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear and demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one and everything that's mine and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, to without mercy, to answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, it's time to destroy those souls. I've set up the I've set up the intention and the laws, the rules, regulations, so they are active 24. So up until now, up until today, I was explaining them all the time, laws, rules, regulations. So by default, when those souls wanted more calm, was a pain and suffering, the calm is more pain and suffering. So I was multiplying them all the time, but just explaining them because, but of course, the dementia is, they got the dementia, all those souls, so they're forgetting the things, but now we are reminding them because activating them all the calm, pain, suffering with the speed of thought by default. So we're destroying all those souls from within and without on a global universal speed of thought by default, while healing, rejuvenating, and enlightening yourself and with the speed of thought by default. We open up new opportunities for all of us. And of course, maybe two friends from now on, I just set up, actually it was going on anyway all the time, that by default, the system, by default systems and all the systems and the principle within the by default system of multiplications and multiplying the karma, pain, and suffering to those souls. By every atom and electron that I make, that I create, that we create, by every second, by every breath that we take, every step that we make, by all, every heartbeat, by everything, by all the souls, and all the, everything really, that we are doing, that seeing, doing, hearing, and of course feeling, and the projections of all those souls, or everything, by everything that we do, and those souls do, and we did, doing, will do so by default in the name of mind and aspect of life with the speed of thought by default. So it goes automatic. It's the system multiplication. It's multiplying automatic. Of course, it goes group, collective, and individual multiplications by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now, up until now, I was multiplying then everything. Now the systems, I just leave it to the system to multiply because they were always checking what the system is going to say. So now let's see what our system, by default system, is going to say to them. Now it's time to show them what by default system is going to say to them and show them. So in the name of mind and aspect shall lie to the speed of thought by default, and demanding, commanding Sophie to Sophie and each and every everything's mind and aspect shall lie to the speed of thought by default. All the centers, the systems, the teams, and all the energy, and all energy must answer on my call with the speed of thought by default to destroy all those souls. I'm gonna wipe them out from within and without on a global and universal level with the speed of thought by default, and of course to multiply them, the karmas, pain, and suffering, and destructions, and of course flash come souls between destructions of those souls, destroying them in atoms and electrons and sending them straight into there, activating actually first the calmest pain and suffering of all living beings that ever existed since the beginning of creation, and then compress them into every atom and electron of their being and send them straight into the desert planet or into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity. All those souls, wherever, time, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So we are destroying the souls without mercy with the speed of thought by default, wherever, time, whatever form they are. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So it's time, my beautiful friends, to wipe out those souls from within and without on a global universal level. System by default is in action all the time. Systems are working all the time, destroying flash cam. We're destroying the souls 24 and breaking them into the atoms and electrons all the time and wiping them out. And of course, we are returning back our energy that they've stolen from us with the speed of thought by default. And I demand and commanding to all those souls to return the energy to Sophie, all the energy that they've stolen from Sophie and all the Sophie's gods, to return it back to Sophie with the speed of thought by default in a peaceful way. If they don't do so, I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything's mind and aspect shall lie to the speed of thought to break all those souls into the air, onto the atoms and electrons by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default with the speed of thought, and show them what our by default system can do for them, and show them the power of by default with the speed of thought by default. Up until now, they were all those that were manipulating, that were trying to create the laws and rules in our bodies, within ourselves, interfering into our privacy, into our identity. But now it's time to wipe them out, all those souls, some from within and without, and multiply them, the calm, as pain, as suffering, and distractions from within and without, all pain and suffering, all the souls from within and without on a global universal level, whatever time, whatever form they are, and multiply them by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, over and over again, as many times as is needed, and ask for everything that those souls ever did, doing will do so, and all the multiplications by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, the systems of by default, and of course multiplied by all the lies and manipulations, and by all those rituals and ceremony and any kind of black magic or spell hexes or associations or projections that they've created, or anything that they've, any codes or anything that they've created with any kind of dark intention, and that they projected towards each and everyone else and everything's mind and aspect of light in any way. We are wiping out all those souls, some together with all the dark creations and those curse spell hexes and dark rituals, gossip, whatever they projected codes. We wipe them out, completely delete them, send them straight into the hell, breaking them first into the atoms and electrons and all the energy that's polarized with any kind of dark attention, breaking them up into the atoms and electrons, sending straight into the hell to burn forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying those souls from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. And we are replacing all of that with the mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, all through ultimatum, all in one. We are rejuvenating, healing, and enlightening ourselves, our bodies from within and without, on a global and universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything that is mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. Without mercy, we're destroying all those souls, some from within and without, on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, together with all the dark creations, in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we are multiplying over and over again by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default to those souls some eternal hell, eternal destructions forever and ever to us. That is mine and our spiritual light, eternal life, abundance of prosperity, joy, peace, and bliss, and wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, unity between us and our soulmates and families and friends with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are blessing each and everyone else and everything is mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, and everything that we have, our homes, properties, cars, vehicles, business, and of course mine and ours project, and our beautiful planet, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, and all those souls, we are destroying that they interfering, will ever try to interfere. All the projections, we're returning back to the souls, they have no power, but of course they have the calmest pain and suffering with the spirit of thought by default. And we are blessing our beautiful planet, the sun and the moon, and all the planet stars and the galaxies and entire existence. We are blessing with mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. We are blessing, healing, and rejuvenating each and everyone else and everything with the spirit of thought by default, uniting together in the name of mine and our spiritual life with the spirit of thought by default, and extra through to make them all in one. Blessings we are sending wherever it's needed. The those souls some way interfering with any kind of dark intention. And we send extra level light of blessings, ultra ultimatum all in one, to all of those Sophie codes that were all are still on a mission to destroy those souls, whatever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. So in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we multiply all of that, and then of course all the and activate our blessings from the spiritual, physical, energetic form, and those soulless AMMA come us into physical and energetic form, and encode in infinite, add to us into spiritual, physical, and energetic form, and encode in infinite with the spirit of thought by default. Blessings, Sophia Tristan Center, Sophia Tristan Planet, Sophia Tristan Universum, all the centers and the teams and the systems with the spirit of thought by default, and all the and we're multiplying all those I'm sorry, Sophia Tristan Font, Sophia Font, Gesara, Quantum Financial System, Starlink, all the material abundance and prosperity, and all the technology that Soulless AMMA has stolen from us with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are wiping out those Soulless AMMA from within and without, wherever found on a global universal level, send them straight into hell forever and for eternity, burn them forever and for eternity, taking over all the corporations, all the abundance and prosperity, wealth, and all the money. We are taking over all the project. We are freezing with the speed of thought by default, and also let's check them out, send them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. While we are protecting our beautiful our souls, beautiful souls in the physical form, and all the corporations that I have and everything that I have, the businesses with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And all those souls, some that ever interfere, will ever try to interfere into our lives in a negative way, in any way, or behave badly in the name of mine and ask people to share a light to the spirit of thought. Obviously, they don't know the laws, rules, and regulations, and demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of his mind and ask people to share a light to the spirit of thought by the laws, rules, and regulations, so by default to throw them out, flush them onto the atoms and electrons, activate them, all the pain and suffering with the speed of thought, send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity. All those souls, some with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So in the name of mine and now speak shall light with the speed of thought by default. We are destroying all those souls, some from within and without, on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. All of that will multiply, adapt, compress, and activate the pain and suffering to those souls, some and abundance and prosperity to each and everyone else with the speed of thought by default. And of course, with the speed of thought by default, we are multiplied by every atom and electron energy of energy that ever existed, that existing, all the codes that are existed, that existing, all this, everything that multiply a beautiful planet, nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, humanity and the sun and the moon and all the planet stars and the galaxies and entire existence with the spirit of thought by default. Everything that multiply Big Bang up until now, and of course from then and now and into the future forever and ever for eternity. We multiply the karma, pain, and suffering to those souls, some with the spirit of thought by default. It's all through ultimate all in one, 24 with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Wipe out all those souls, some with the spirit of thought by default. So in the name of mine and now speak to shall light with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of mine and now speak to shall light with the spirit of thought by default. We are opening up new opportunities for all of us. That the mind and now speak to shall light with the spirit of thought, blessing, healing, protecting, and enlightening with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we multiply all of that by everything that multiplying. Every atom and electron of energy that we ever created, generated, invested with the spirit of thought by default every second. But then we second of by default, but by default second. But then for every letter, every number, every thank you, gratitude, smile, or good that's work that we ever did, any kind of goodness that we did by all the prayers, all the blessings, and of course, by every golden heart, and by that we ever sent, and of course, each and everyone and everything, and by everything, by all our technology that we are destroying those soulless AMMA, and then of course all the available resources that we are wiping out all those soulless AMMA from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. It's on. So in the name of mine and now speak to shower light with the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out all those soulless AMMA from within and without on the global universal level with the speed of thought by default. Wiping out all the information, all the projections that have projected within us, anything that is that they projected towards each and every one of us and everything with any kind of selfish desire, any kind of dark intention. We are wiping it out with the speed of thought. The same like all the ritual ceremony associations or projections and the codes, wipe them out completely, delete them, send them straight into hell, together with all those soulless AMMA. All the energy has been polarized with any kind of dark intention. We destroy it forever and ever for eternity, together with all those soulless AMMA that is so, and all those that are manipulating in any way with our energy, with the spirit of thought by default. Send all those soulless AMMA straight into hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So in the name of mine and now speak to light with the speed of thought by default. We multiply all of that and by all the over and over again as many times as is needed by all the resources that we have, everything that we see, think, hear, do, and of course eat, or everything that those soulless AMMA ever projected will ever try to project towards each and everyone else. And everything you need to know that projections do not exist. But of course, the karmas exist. So whenever those soulless AMMA project anything towards you, whether it's in the thoughts or words, or in the form of thoughts, words, or any kind of images, or any kind of into the dreams, or in your mind, you just say it's so, or just put intention. That you don't believe in them, you are not accepting them. I've done already. So that means your soul now, on a, it on a soul level. And of course, now you just need to know that those projections don't exist. We are not accepting them, we are rejecting them. Everything is by default, while destroying those soulless AMMA. But of course the karmas exist because as soon as they project them, they wanted to do with any kind of dark intention, so we return them the karmas, pain and suffering of those projections, and everything that is connected to that will all have impact on us, on anyone and everything on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So in the name of mine and now speak to shower light with the speed of thought by default. We are now I'm commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is mine and now speak to shower light with the speed of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So in the name of mine and now speak to shower light with the speed of thought by default. We are now activating all our power, all our full power back we are getting, and multiplying all of that by everything is multiplying. Mine and Tristan's public work, first public appearance, and the work, or unity, and the work, public work, and of course the safety, and of course, and to be the voice of the people, to bring down all those soulless AMMA from the power and bring them down to justice, wipe them out from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, taking over all the abundance and wealth, and of course, and send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. And of course, we are freezing all their projects and taking them with the speed of thought by default. In my country, I can see now they're trying to go put it through the governments, the project that don't have any at all, any project. Actually, they don't have anything written, any laws or anything about that. They don't give any guarantee, but they want to do, want to vote for that, but they don't know what is it. They don't know what is it. No one read that. No one, even they don't have the details about that. And they want to United Arab So they want with them to work to give them the part of the sea in order to do whatever they do. No, in the name of mind and aspect of light with the spirit of thought, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one and every mind and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. Every and all the energy must answer on my call to stop that project and all the dark, dirty projects in my country, or in throughout entire planet and entire universe, with entire existence, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So can you see, my beautiful friends, they don't know. So into the governments, which means the premier and the president of the country, they wanted to put through the contract, any kind of contract with the Arab United Arab Sudan with those, but they know everywhere, they know it, that those are the criminal organizations that wants to wash their money, and they want to take over the part of our sea and of course the city, and to manipulate with the water, to manipulate with actually and to with everything that we have, our resources. No, we are not accepting that. It's time to put the end of those SOULESS. Some are doing that. That's the criminal organizations, criminal the group is behind that. So of course I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything's mind and asking to stop all those criminal to do that. Of course, stop the project, completely destroy it, and all those criminals, wipe them out, bring them into the justice, bring them down to justice, all those into the energetic form and those into the physical form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So that's what they're doing, my beautiful friends. They're putting the laws to where they were putting the laws, rules, regulations, so by the laws, rules, regulations that somebody else was writing for them, not just in my country, but everywhere, all over the world. Somebody else was writing the laws, rules, regulations for those SOULESS that are into the power, and they were just even not knowing what is inside, not even reading that. They were just bringing the laws, rules, regulations, and accepting them. So now it's time to let go of all those, to judge all those SOULESS by their laws, rules, regulations, or by their laws, rules, regulations, and of course by default laws, rules, regulations, so by default taking over on our course, of course overriding all other laws, rules, regulations. So those SOULESS I'm trying to manipulate with my words, trying to manipulate that saying that the laws, rules, the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. I'm sorry. So those I'm wiping out SOULESS. I'm destroying those SOULESS for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. So now, which means they know, even they accept it, and have done it, everything that needed to be done, that to prepare for all of that, the laws, rules, regulations of by default, overwriting all other rules within and without on a global universal level, in the spiritual energetic form, in every form, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So those SOULESS that are into the power, they are into key position. Then they don't know what is inside those laws, rules, regulations that they were accepting, that they were projecting. Actually, they were putting in place for humanity, not even knowing what is inside. So one of those, the premier said, he said we just run through them, like he didn't read them. The project just that they wanted to accept it, so they create a contract. So they even don't know what is it. It's not a written project. They don't have anything really about it, any information, and still they wanted to work for that. Imagine that. That's the criminal organizations and led by the criminals, criminal groups. So it's time to put the end of those SOULESS, wherever time, whatever form they are infiltrating into the religion, into the governments, into all those criminal organizations, in wherever time, whatever form they are. In the name of man and aspect shall light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm demanding, commanding to soften each and every his mind and aspect shall light for the spirit of thought by default. To every atom and electron of my energy, and to, of course, all the energy, everyone must answer on my call, on my command with the spirit of thought by default, without mercy, to wipe out all those SOULESS, all the energy and everything that they've created with the spirit of thought by default, with any kind of dark intention. And of course, we are taking over all the project and all the everything that they were planning to do or were doing up until now, working up until now with any kind of dark intention, and we're taking all the energy and of course the material abundance and prosperity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So in the name of mind and ask me to show a light with the spirit of thought by default. Now we are HEATRT. In the name of mind and ask me to show a light with the spirit of thought by default. Now we are protecting ourselves, protecting all our resources and our countries, and protecting the entire planet and everything and everyone this mind and ask me to show a light, saving, protecting, healing, rejuvenating, while destroying all those souls from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And we multiply all of that over and over again by the laws, rules, and regulations by default as many times as is needed. I'm demanding, commanding Sophie and everything's mine and aspect shall light to multiply as many times as is needed in order to destroy those souls and forever and ever, return them the karmas, pain, and suffering for everything that they've did, even for the smallest things, with the spirit of thought by default, all through ultimatum, all in one, 24. Everything is by default. Everything's by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is extra, all through ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Without mercy, we destroy those souls, AMMA, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, it's time to destroy those souls, AMMA, wipe them out from within and without, and judge them by their laws, rules, and regulations, and of course, by our laws, rules, and regulations. So now it's time to judge them by for everything that they've done, doing, planning to do, with any kind of dark intention that they were working against the humanity on a beautiful planet, and each and every one of his man and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. HEATRT. So in the name of mind and ask me to share a light with the spirit of thought by default. Now let that energy flow constantly, 24. We're rejuvenating, self-healing, enlightening, and destroying those souls, AMMA. Let that energy flow constantly, 24. Now let us, my beautiful friends, let us send the flash to those souls, AMMA. See the energy flashing into and around entire planet in golden light energy, flashing into and around you, entire planet, and entire universe. We're destroying. That's the destructive energy for those souls, AMMA. Well, it's a blessing for each and everyone else and everything. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now let us send the flash to the souls. AMMA actually send the fireworks. See the like the golden light planets, like the fireworks spreading and destroying those souls, AMMA, and enlightening the entire planet and the entire universe. That's energy is gonna go 24 constantly. It's gonna flow. Now let us send the flush, which means to flush the soul as Amma. See into throughout the entire planet and entire universe, flushing those centers of their power, which means we are destroying them. The pyramids has been destroyed, completely collapsed. So the parts of the pyramids, those center of the power, now we are destroying them. So completely, wherever they are completely separating them now and then falling down. Of course, all the individually and collectively, all of those in our solar summer. So now see all the dark, actually see the dark pink, black, blue, and green centers of the power. So see them throughout the entire planet and see them just breaking light into atoms and electrons like the fireworks during the new year, for the new year, usually when they're creating the fireworks. You just see, the flashing and destroying all those center of the power of those soulless summer throughout the entire planet and entire universe. So now we are destroying all those souls from within and without, destroying all those souls from within and without that ever interfere, will ever try to interfere into our lives in any way, in a negative way, directly or indirectly, from within and without on a global universal level. We just see them completely destroying them, breaking them into the atoms and electrons, send them straight into the hell, all those souls with the spirit of thought by default. Now we destroy all and replace them for us with energies of mind and aspects of light and enlighten each and every one else and everything with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now let us now wipe out and destroy, send the flash and destroy all the soulless all the soulless so-called gods, soulless saints, soulless so-called creators, soulless judges, soulless SOPHIE and Chistenko, soulless Mirianas and observers, Hitler and Susie, soulless Tigika, soulless Amrita Babajimira, Gurujima Trashi, Tata Hitler, Atmetsetanem, Senam and all those soulless so-called my mothers or fathers, gurus, avatars, or healers, or teachers, just see them completely destroying their center of the power. From within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, send them straight into hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now in the name of mind and now speak of light with the spirit of thought by default, we replace all of that with the of mind and now speak of light and enlighten each and every one of his mind and now speak of light with the spirit of thought by default. Now in the name of mind and now speak of light with the spirit of thought, we wipe out all those souls, some of that ever interfere into a beautiful planet, into a beautiful planet, into all the water element, air element, this completely nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, birds kingdom, fish kingdom, into the humanity, and of course it's the sun and the moon, an entire planet, an entire universe. See all those souls destroying them completely, their center of the power. Now let's see them, all those souls. Now I'm just listening to my birds that singing. Mine and Asmi Kushavalai that destroying those souls. Well, they are that's sending the flash to those souls. So we're destroying those souls from within and without, wiping them out from within and without, all those soulless Amma. We are sending the flash, but those mind and aspect show light, and the energy mind and aspect show light directing the energy. So when you see the shadow, that's mean that all those soulless Amma from within and without falling down, we're destroying the forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body fall. And all the projections of those soulless Amma, we return it back to those soulless Amma with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body fall. Love you. But in the name of mind and now speak shall light with the speed of thought by default. We're destroying those souls, some of the trying to interfere into everything that I'm doing. We destroy them, wipe them out from within and without. On a global universal level, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body default. Love you. Now we are destroying, wiping out completely all those soulless Sama from within and without, everything on a global universal level. All the soulless Sama that ever interfere into our religion, into the governments, into the systems, into the police, military, educational system, healthcare system, financial system, media, social media, net, internal and external, within the pharmacy and all the industry that we have, sport and movies and films, and of course all those music and everything that we really that we consume, everything that we eat, drink, and then of course all of those souls that interfere into our thoughts, our words, and projections, and all the everything that we use for our cosmetic or hygiene, or all those corporations, organizations, and all those criminal organizations, and all those that have interfered into our countries, into the continent, into the cities and towns, and into the underground, into the all the Antarctic and those icy, the places, and wherever those solids are interfering, and of course whatever time, whatever form that, and then into the nature kingdom, an elemental kingdom, into the water element, or into the sun and the moon, or everything that we created in any way, directly, indirectly, and throughout the entire existence. In the name of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought, we're just breaking them completely into the atoms and electrons, and wipe them out from within and without on a global universal level. It goes by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, destroying the soulless Sama, and of course returning the karma's pain, suffering, and cutting, breaking them into the atoms and electrons by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, and compressing the pain and suffering into the atoms and electrons, and then straight into the heart to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. Flash comes soul Sama with the speed of thought by default. Loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. We're destroying all those souls from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now in the name of mind and now speak show light with the spirit of thought by default. In the name of mind and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default. Now we are wiping out all those soulless AMMA from within, without, whatever form. They see them now flushing completely, breaking up into the atoms and electrons. Now, in the name of mind and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default, we replace all the dark energy and all the soulless, some dark, dirty, psychopathic players. We replace them with energies of mind and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Be rejuvenating, healing, and enlightening humanity and our beautiful planet and all the planet stars and the galaxies, the sun and the moon and everything and everyone. And entire existence, everything is mine and aspect shall light while destroying and completely wiping out all those souls, and everything is less than mine and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So now it's all. Now, my beautiful friends, let us now focus on yourself. Just focus on your body. Just listen to your body. Now let us fill our body from within with the golden light of mind and spiritual life. Fill ourselves, the heart center. And expand it now. Let us fill entire body from within and without. Let our body see your body shining brightly with the golden light. Mind and spiritual light. Expand it. Fill entire place where you are. Entire area. Entire city. Entire country. Entire world. An entire universe. An entire existence. We're filling up with mind and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. That's destructive energy for all those souls. Some aware every time, whatever form they are from within and without, and a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. Well, it's a blessing and healing and enlightening and protections for each and everyone else and everything's mind and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, my beautiful friends, let us now send the love light of blessings to the earth, the center of the earth, from the heart. See the center of the earth is expanding brightly, shining brightly and expanding. And in, of course, filling up entire planet from within, the water element and the top of the earth, together with all of us that are mind and our spiritual light, we're filling up entire top of the earth and air element. nature kingdom, and everything that is on this planet, an entire planet, an entire universe. We are filling up with mind and non-spiritual light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, in the name of mind and non-spiritual light for the spirit of thought by default, send the love and light and blessings to the moon. See the moon is shining brightly. And now, together with all of us, we are filling up entire planet, an entire universe, entire existence with mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now let us send the love, light, and blessings to the sun. See, the sun is shining brightly. And together with all of us, you're filling up entire planet and entire universe with the golden light of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, let us now, my beautiful friends, let us now, if you don't have a golden light planet, let's just create one. Even if you have create one, it is the energy always is gonna be used by default. Sophie knows where to invest the energy. Just create a huge golden light planet in front of you. So now, my beautiful friends, we are destroying those soulless AMMA from within and without. Do you ever try to interfere, and will ever try to interfere into our work, into our lives, into our project, and into everything that we do? And into everyone and everything's mind and spiritual light. We're wiping out all those soulless AMMA from within and without on a global universal level, the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. It's so. Now let us fill entire planet with such a golden light planet interconnected. See entire underground. And then, of course, entire water element, the rivers and lakes and seas and the oceans, the entire top of the earth, nature kingdom, completely, the air element, humanity, animal kingdom, everything is on this planet. And entire planet. And expand it and fill up entire universe with the golden lights interconnected of mind and spiritual light for the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. See now all those golden light planets filling up entire planet, entire universe. So multiply, connect, multiply, replicate, activate, compress, multiply, replicate, activate, compress, multiply, replicate, activate, compress, and encode in infinite as many times as is needed. So now we are filling up. See, it's moving. Those golden light planets are moving, replicating, multiplying, connecting, and creating a one spiritual intelligence of golden light, of mind and spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. We are filling up entire planet with that golden light. From within each and every one else and everything that is mind and asking pure unconditional life within and without an entire planet, an entire existence with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden benefit. I love you. So my beautiful friends, using all of that now, using these golden light planets, interconnected that you spread them throughout the entire planet. So we are multiplying the energy that we are creating and blessing humanity and each and everyone else and everything. And the golden light planet that we're creating, you're using it to destroy all the, to just throw into that all the problems that you ever had, that you have, or anyone of your family or friends, or that you see in the world. Or anyway, you just draw them, just put them in the circle of light, that send them straight into the golden light planet. Say, just everything is by default. Throw them first, you just say it, so returning the karmas, pain and suffering, destroying flash come soulless. It's easier. Just throw them, put them in the circle of light. Say, I'm putting in the circle of light all the soulless, a dark, dirty, psychopathic past that are interfering into my life, into life in between me and our soulmates and families and friends, and each and every one, everything's mine and ours. That is Sophia's and ours. You're gonna say Sophia's and ours or Sophie's and ours. Pure unconditional light. In any way, with any kind of dark intention, we put them in the circle of light and send all those souls, some dark, dirty, psychopathic class into the light planet to destroy them forever and ever, to wipe them out forever and ever, for eternity, with the spell of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So you just say everything is by default. It's all, we returning the karmas, pain and suffering, everything's by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body form. And you put in the circle of light all your problems. And of course, just don't do it just for yourself. Do it for yourself and everyone else. Always include others. Include others when you're blessing yourself. Include others to bless, of course, everyone and everything around you. And everyone, of course, the entire planet and humanity. To just say, whenever they interfere into my life and our soulmate, my soulmates and family and friends and the humanity and everything that is Sophia's and ours and mine and us, you can show unconditional light. We're wiping out all the souls. I'm going to put them in the circle of light, send them straight into the golden light planet to be wiped out completely forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body form. So in that way, my beautiful friends, and then after that, you just say we're replacing replacing that energy with energy of Sophia's and ours, and Sophie's or Sophie's and ours. I'm Sophia and Sophie as well. Sophie in the spiritual, and of course Sophia and Sophie in spiritual form. So just with Sophie's, how is easier for you? That's the same way, energy, mind, and unconditional light. Sophia's and now, so Sophie's and now, unconditional light with the spirit. In my language, I'm saying Sophia's and now, and in English, because usually people don't pronounce correctly my name, so that's why I'm saying Sophie. So into the spiritual form, I'm known as a Sophie. So my code, main code, my soul is a Sophie. So you may say Sophie's. And now speak unconditional light or Sophia's and now. So in my language, I'm using Sophia's, and then you how it's easier for you. That's the same mind and now speak unconditional light, the energy that is helping us, supporting us. That's the only energy that will stay. All other energy is going to be destroyed forever and ever for eternity. The soul is going to burn forever and ever for eternity into the hell, and only mind and now speak unconditional light is going to stay forever and ever for eternity. And of course, we are creating eternal life. within our physical forms, of course, and the spiritual and energetic form, wherever we are, in whatever form they are. So we are creating ourselves to be the manifestations of man and spiritual light, which means we are getting youthful and beautiful and changing everything from within. So that's why, my beautiful friends, always bless yourself and, of course, bless others too. Bless everyone and everything. That is Sophie's and our spiritual light. And so that's me and mine and our spiritual light. In that way, my beautiful friends, you're changing your energy and, of course, changing the energy around you and the people around you, accepting a mind and aspect of light. And, of course, you're helping them to be who they are, to shine all the way through. So thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends, for being who you are, shining all the way through, and for accepting mine and aspect of light. Now let us just focus on your heart and soul. Well, I'm going to sing the healing mantra. By default, by default, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, everything is way by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. All soulless AMMA, 24 by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. Wherever we go, whatever we do, everything is by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirni putem aktia by default, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by your beautiful by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together, and humanity is safe and protected and united together in the name of mine and us. Pure, unconditional love a light, love a light, love a light, in the name of mine and us. By default, with the speed of thought, by default, by default, by default, everything is way by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24, 24 by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirni putem aktia by default, by default, by default, by default. To, 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 to. To. Everything is swoje 24, 24, by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default, mírnym pútem akcia by default. So, my beautiful friends, it's time for us to shine all the way through, to be who we are, to destroy those soulless, wherever time, whatever form they are, to have the unity between us and our soulmates. And of course, I've told you, the unity between Sophie and Tristan in every form. It's representing the unity of humanity, and everyone and everything is mine and aspect of our life with the spirit of thought by default. So, mine and Tristan's unity, and of course, the unity. Of our and everything that and our public appearance and the public work that we're gonna do to bring down those soulless AMMA is gonna help everyone and everything on this planet to throughout into existence with the spirit of thought by default. We are wiping out those soulless AMMA from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default, while we are healing and protecting ourselves, rejuvenating, and of course creating a new generation, and of course with all the wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, everything is by default. So, my beautiful friends, it's time to be who we are, to shine all the way through, love freely, smile freely, and let us together fly high onto the golden wings of mind and now speaks of our life, into the golden age of unlimited golden opportunities for all of us that are mind and now speaks of our life with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, it's time to be who we are. That's mine and I'll make sure light. And of course, wherever you are, whatever you do, just know that you have the power within you and that you're always at the right place and the right time. And just bless yourself and everyone else. And of course, shine all the way through. Smile, use the codes, use the mantra. Everything is by default. Use the mantra. It's a healing mantra. It's very powerful. And of course, use the gratitude. Gratitude has a huge power. And of course, the symbol to, when I say that's the symbol of victory and freedom. And of course, it's a destructive energy for those souls. It's a blessing to each and everyone else and everything. So, my beautiful friends, smile freely, love from the heart and soul freely without any reason. Be who you are, shine all the way through. And of course, flush those soulless AMMA, send the flush to those soulless AMMA in every form with the spirit of thought by default. Use every opportunity. Whatever you do, you just say, flush come soulless AMMA with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. I'm returning the calmness, pain, and suffering to the soul is some of the spirit of thought by default. And everything is by the laws, rules, regulations of by default. Everything is all through ultimatum, all in one, 24 with the spirit of thought by default. Everything is an encode in infinite. Everything is extra ultimatum, all in one, without mercy, peacefully in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. And I'm commanding to Sophie and each and everything that is mine and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So thanks, Sophie. Everything's by default, and you know that whatever you do, my beautiful friends, you know that everything's by default. Whatever those souls try to do, whatever they do, everything goes falls to them. They're falling down into the hell for eternity. Well, we are flying high into the golden age with the spirit of thought by default. Those souls are powerless. Well, we are powerful. With the spirit of thought by default, we are returning our full power back with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends, for joining me, and especially thank you to all of you that joining me in my language and in English. Thank you to all of you. I love you all. I love you all, my beautiful friends. Thank you for adding up to the light and being the shining light, and of course, helping us create a better future for all of us. That the mind and aspect of light. Thank you to all of you. I'm sending you my love and blessings from my heart and soul by default. And enjoy yourself, my beautiful friends. Good night. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.